A very good morning to all of you. Today we will learn about the famous landmarks in GK, and the building fascinate not only because of their significant beauty, but they make us reevaluate the technologies used in it. So here are given some of them. Now we have to write the name of the country where they are situated. The first one is White House. White House, it is in USA. And White House is the home of the United States president. It has been the home for every US president except George Washington, and construction was started on October 13, 1792 on a site selected by George Washington. Next is the Patala Palace. It is in Tibet and is a Dizong a fortress in the city of Lhasa in Tibet, and it was the winter palace of the Dalai Lamas from 1649 to 1959, and has been a museum since then, and is a World Heritage site since 1994. The palace is named after Mount Potalaka and the mythical abode of the Buddha Astith. And next is the Opera House. This Opera House is in Australia, and the Sydney Opera House is not only Australia's most famous landmark. This unique structure is one of the world's most instantly recognizable and iconic building. In 1956, the now New South Wales Premier announced an international competition to design an opera house for Sydney, and Sydney is the capital of Australia. You can see here. Now, next is the Great Wall of China. It is in China, and this is the one of the greatest wonders of the world also, and the rampart winds up and down across deserts, grasslands, mountains, and plateaus, stretching for approximately 6,700 kilometers from east to west of China. The present wall dates largely from the Ming dynasty. And the next is the House of Parliament and Elizabeth Tower, that is commonly called Big Ben, and are among London's most iconic landmarks. And it is in London, and London is the capital and must see London attractions. Technically, Big Ben is the name given to the massive bell inside the clock tower, and which weighs more than 13 tons. Next is Angkor Thom, and these structures were built of wood and have perished, but the remaining stone monuments testify that Angkor Thom was indeed a great city, as its name implies, and it is in Cambodia. Next is Pyramids of Giza, and the ancient Egyptian complex residence resides on a plate west of Giza, and Giza is Egypt's third largest city, situated on the west bank of Nile River. The city melts into Cairo, Egypt's modern capital, and by far the nation's largest city, and it is in Egypt.